I don't get caught up in the hype, okay? But something about Elden Ring, I don't know if it's the Martin writing or just it looks amazing or the fact that I just enjoy Demon Souls so much. I'm really excited for this game. So I reinstalled Bloodborne last night, and I'm like, you know what? I made it pretty fucking far in Demon Souls. I think I could. People tell me Bloodborne's great. I've tried it 4 fucking times at this point, and I said, I'm going to fucking try this game. And I'm going to try to find why I can't enjoy it, because if I enjoy Demon Souls, I should enjoy this. And so I downloaded it last night. I played it for about an hour, and once again, I was just like, fuck this. Fuck this, I'm done, right? And I started thinking, it's like, what was it? Like, I figured out how to kill that big guy by the carriage at the beginning. I was being very careful. I was enjoying it. And then I got to, this is at the very beginning. You're walking down that long street with the guys patrolling and the dogs and shit. And I was being really careful. I avoided the ambushes and all this shit. And then I get to the end of the street, and these dogs, or one dog and one guy, comes out of me with no warning, and I'm dead within a couple of seconds, right? And I realized that, yeah, I'd lit the lantern. I could go back a little closer this time, but I had played for like 40 minutes, 30 minutes carefully, and I was just like, I can't do it. It may be my ADD brain, but I liked being in that zone where everything was deliberate and careful. But once I was out of that zone, I could not shift. I had no interest in shifting back in to that mindset. So I do think it is something that is kind of missing in my brain that would allow me to enjoy games like a lot of you guys enjoy games when it comes to something like Bloodborne. Because I assume what you guys do is when you play this game and you die, you kind of go, oh, okay, yeah, not a problem. I'm going to jump back in and I'm going to do it again. Although Diego is saying that's like the same part where everyone quits, which, I mean, that's kind of amazing to me then that it's gotten so much love. I guess there's enough people out there that enjoy that mentality of let me go back after I died, after spending an hour being very careful, and my brain is ready to jump right back into that mentality, right? I even, I was looking this up. I'm not going to do it, maybe one day, but there's the more I really dive deep into analyzing certain games, the more I wish somebody would do more studies about the brain in video games. If I could commission a brain study about video games, I would like to take people who love games like this and people like me and figure out what is happening in the brain at that moment of decision of you're going to go back in or I'm giving up. What's happening to cause me to say, I enjoyed that. I don't have it in me to do that again. Whereas somebody like, I assume a lot of you guys in the chat would go, you would play it, and I'd want to know what's happening in your brain because you'd go, fuck it, I'm back in. Let's do it again. Bring it to me, right? So I'm fascinated by this shit. Most of the time, the frustration from Souls games makes me want to keep going, and it feels damn good when you finally kill the boss. Right? That's Ruddy Games talking. I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that sense of, yeah, fuck you, you're not going to beat me. I'm just like, okay, you win, fuck you. You're better than I am, monster. Diego says, for me, it's just love. I love so much the ambiance, exploration, and world that I just suck up the frustration and move forward. I'm with you 100% on the ambiance and exploration. I love the world of Bloodborne. I mean, it is disgusting. It must smell like holy hell. But it is such a neat take on sort of that Dickensian, Oliver Twist meets fucking horror that I'm just like, are you kidding me? This is a wonderful world, but I can't do it either. When I was young, says Dougie Fresh, I felt joy overcoming a hard thing. As I'm aging, I'm 39 today. Hey, happy birthday, motherfucker. Good for you, sir. I've gotten enough challenges in daily life. I don't want to hit my head against the wall in a game. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. Jaffe, is the feeling of achievement after you conquer the challenge that people chase, says Eric, is what they're chasing. I see. Yeah, I don't really ever feel, I don't have that. I don't know why this comes to mind, but what you just said, Eric, it's the feeling of achievement after you conquer the challenge. There is this theory, which I think makes sense, that people who are, like whenever they say, oh, a lot of high-powered people tend to go to dominatrixes. And they say, well, why is that? It's like, well, they're so used to having power in their day-to-day, whether it's a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. That gives them a feeling of release that they can't get in the real world because they're in charge and in control most times, right? I wonder if that's kind of a similar thing going on here, not obviously with the sex part, but with, like, I feel like I have achievements in my life. And I'm not saying you don't. I'm not casting stones or anything, but I'm wondering if there's a correlation between having achievements already in your real life and then that level of satisfaction of achieving something in a game is a lesser reward. Whereas maybe in your own life, if you don't, if you work for somebody and you hate your job and you're not really you don't feel like you got a lot of control and power over your life, would this be a place where you get that? I mean, that's interesting. I think that's interesting.